clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl ring.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Stafford. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. John Ross, 58 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You draw quarters.
Check nickel.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Stick. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, Alpha! Fire!
Stick looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Check 43. Hey, watch it. Fair.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Stick. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Running on first down, Eckler. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We don't want this. 6-6, pull it high.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Watch the slant. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
They'll throw on 2nd down his Stick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Evan Ingram there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
40 got. Recon, 132 fighter.
50, check 50.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hey,
Stafford on first down. Now he steps away, and this will be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth.
Jim. And middle.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down, Packers.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Quick dance. Come 59. 11. Undercut. Check three. Alert. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Packer first down.
Set. 250.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Set. 260. Yo. He's crossing. He's checking crack. 0. 59.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Tight as Ringo.
To throw again. Stafford letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now stick. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here is Eckler. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Leo!
They'll run here with Eckler. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, Delta. Ready.
On 2nd and 9. Stick. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, team 6.
Now Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Eckler. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Whip. Look at me. Go. Yep. Crunch. 5.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Hard. Shoot.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Chark, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Bears push further out in front. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A reminder coming up at halftime. It's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. To throw again on second down. Stafford. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Under 10. Alert. 10.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Ross, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Exit.
1st and 10, Stick. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, this, of course, the 100th season of NFL football, and 17 matchups with historical significance have been picked throughout the season. And this is the first of them, Bears and Packers, the NFL's oldest rivalry dating way back to 1921, with the Packers having the all-time edge 96, 94, and 6 ties.
Now.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, lock it. Look at me. Zipper. He's coming. Double up. Big grip.
On the ground, it's Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Topper! Check! Alert 3, alert. Hey, Haywood! Mike 50. Hey, Sam off! Get the ball, D, get the ball right here. Let's go!
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Evans, 46 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Greystone, travel. Check 3. Switch. 22 jet bomber. Now.
Stick back to pass. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive is going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, you got 3. Check 26, check 26. Hey.
Stafford now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Monday. 6-6, pull it high.
Mike 51. Come on,
Out of the gun, Stafford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Check 20. Hey, alert 3. SOS.
From the red zone now, Stafford. This one into the hands of Hurd. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Catch is made by Hurd. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
Alert. 3 out.
Zebra.
Check 9. Hey. Hey, turn it up. Hey, red.
Hey, wahoo.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
61, matchbox light, smooth. Rock it. Yes.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 25. Go.
This time they stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
2nd and 14. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
70, Indy, go. Check, lucky. 80 weapons.
Third down, they'll throw with Stick. He's got Evans. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch twist. X3, 218, chopper.
On second down, it's Stick. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You're out. Shift. Watch the shift. What? Squeeze. Hey. Check the call. Right here, guys. Fight. Man. Leo. Look at me. Score. Kill. Check. Go.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board and get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And, in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ten. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
No.
Again, it's Bell. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double right.
Now it's Stafford. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kyle Rudolph, 38 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
Hey, Echo.
Yeah. You don't want none. Hey. 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Quit talking about it and play. Let's go.
They'll throw on second down his stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Protein spill. Hard. Hey, Zoo. Now.
Here's Stick, third and long. Being chased down and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Set, lady.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Check, boy, green. Hey, watch it. He's checking.
Hey, 70.
Mike 51.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Touchdown, Packers! 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
It's Eckler again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper.
50, Mike, 50.
Stick from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. $12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Partner, so much for situational football, because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the fourth quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. A quick throw now complete to Ross. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good lane to run there for Bell as he'll get about 7 on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the 50, it's Stafford. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 24, Stafford. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
On first down, Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coach under pressure, and they got to him again. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
What you got? What you got, Abby? Middle. Give me something.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Check. Jim. Big 20. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 4th down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. Double tight. Hey. 4 down. Check 61. Matchbox lights. Quick dash. Come. Ready.
Now Eckler. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
30 base. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey. Mike 50. Let's go, D. Hey, lock it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shoot.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Sam off. Yes. Get it.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
50-50.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, go ahead.
On first down, Stafford here. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch right.
50-50. Hey, 70. Hey, 5-0.
Slam. Tighten up.
Throwing again. Stafford. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Set. 280.
Yeah. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got three down.
Hey, give me radar.
On first down, it's Stafford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Kill. Turn up.
Second and 10, Stafford again. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stafford on third down. It's caught. Shepard. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Green Bay.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Zebra.
To the air again, Stafford. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Ready.
I'm coming after you.
80 weapon. 50-50.
To throw again. Stafford escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, 22!
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, exit.
No chance. 24. Hey.
20.
Throwing again is Stafford. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They started on the ground with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the screen, this is Eckler. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Chicago, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.